Hey gang, it's Al from 81 Renshaw. It's Friday, and you know what that means? More new releases coming out this week, and there's some goodies. What are they? Well, calm down. You'll find out, won't you? 5 minutes. You'll know them all, won't you? Okay, so first up, we've got the new Paul Weller album, Fat Pop. The Modfather is back with a new lockdown album. All these songs sort of started as ideas on his phone and have ended up being fleshed out in a studio by his band. The idea behind the project is all stuff that could be singles, so I don't think you're going to get much of a cohesive album, but I think you're going to get really great pop songs. You know, the guy can write a tune, there's all kinds of styles on here. You've got some stuff that's a bit more sort of synth punk, you've got some stuff that's a bit more soulful. You know, honestly, everything I've heard of this has been sounding great. I'm excited about the project, and if you're into sort of vinyl as a thing, I think that the packaging's really nice on this. You've got a flip back sleeve, you know, they've spent a bit of money on it, made it nice. Yellow vinyl, count me in. I'm here for this. Secondly, we're going to be talking about the new St. Vincent LP, Daddy's Home, concerning her father's release from prison after 10 years for stock manipulation. Well, apparently there's only really one track that's about that, but the presence is there throughout the album. This is her 6th solo LP. I'm really into St. Vincent in terms of that sort of weird alt pop sound. I think she's got a great ear for a tune. She's got a really good sort of production head on her, and you know, she can play guitar like Prince. It's ace. This album seems to be sort of like a sort of 70s kind of, sort of using a lot of those sounds and that sort of acoustic palette of that decade. The obvious comparisons with David Bowie's Young Americans, I can see it, I can believe it, I'm here for it. I think this is going to be a really great album. Would check it out. Next up, we've got the new Sons of Kemet LP, Black to the Future. One of the UK contemporary jazz's leading lights, I feel. Sons of Kemet are a really interesting outfit, combining sort of jazz with African sort of rhythms and sort of Middle Eastern influences. It's a really great and unique sound in this sort of sphere. Their first LP, Your Queen is a Reptile, I loved, thought that was great. I'm expecting more of the same on this one, to be honest. It's been a little while since that LP, so hopefully they've come up with some good stuff in the meantime. There's more sort of vocal takes on this, more singing and things. I think that's a good thing, making it different from the first one. Also, if you're not into them, check them out. I think you're gonna love it. Penultimate release we're going to be talking about this week is the new Copycat Killer EP by Phoebe Bridges and Rob Moose. Phoebe Bridges last year brought out Punisher, which was a real watershed release for her, I think, and everyone generally did really well in kind of end-of-year lists, that sort of folky, indie kind of sound that she's got going. Brilliant tunes, really, really well done. But if you've sort of worn that out a bit, if you've listened to it a bit too much, you're a little bit like, I'm not sick of this because I love it, but I've heard it a lot, then maybe this is the thing for you. It's 4 tracks off there, remixed with orchestral versions, sort of doing a sort of chamber pop version of those songs. You know, we've still got a couple of copies left on the Mountain Blast vinyl, whatever that's going to look like when you get it out. I think it's some sort of green. But yeah, if you want it, come get it. Last up to date, we've got the new LP from comic actor, multi-instrumentalist, polymath, my doppelganger, Matt Berry. So this is called The Blue Elephant. The thing is, Matt Berry's music career has been a bit hit and miss for me. Like, I don't love all the albums as much as the others. He kind of takes a sort of sound and a direction, and that's kind of where he goes with it on each record. And on this one, he's doing 60s psychedelia, and oh my god, it sounds amazing. You've kind of got licks of sort of those sort of Serge Gainsbourg, Jean-Claude Varnier arrangements. You've got that sort of like classic psychedelic pop sound with bands like the Kinks and the Pretty Things. I really think this is going to be great. The instrumentation is lush, the songs are there, it's on a limited edition blue vinyl. I really would recommend checking it out if you're into that kind of thing. I think you'd be very pleasantly surprised. Unless you thought it was going to be like that anyway, in which case, fair play to you, you know more than me. So all these releases and more are out in store and online at www.81renshaw.co.uk. That's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any releases here that you have listened to and you think are good, let us know. If there's any releases here that you don't want to listen to because you hate what I said about them, that's fine. Don't listen to them. Don't just keep that one to yourself. You know, it's all good. We'll see you in store. It'll be great to see you soon. Much love. Clarky out.